Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. In case you didn't know it, November is National Hip Hop History Month. Can I get a holla, something? All right. And I'm sure City Hall has never had this energy and enthusiasm.
Believe that.
That's right, believe that. So just so you know, next year marks the 50th birthday of hip hop. For nearly 5 decades, hip hop has been one of the city of New York's proudest achievements. I know, I grew up on hip hop, right? It's the innovation, the creativity, as well as the industry that it created. Every borough in the city lays claim to hip hop. But first, the boogie down Bronx. Holla, where I'm from. Shaolin, Staten Island in the house?
Yes.
Staten Island?
Yes.
Strong Island? No? Okay. Queens, the storytellers? All right. Brooklyn?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Harlem in the house? Okay, all right. Brooklyn is strong. I think there's a reason. Every borough has their, well, Harlem, okay. Every borough has their own connection and lineage to hip hop. Hip hop was the oral tradition of our people, a way of telling our story and our style and our voice. That's why the city is proud to really announce our formal partnership with the Universal Hip Hop Museum, which is going to be dedicated, yes! Dedicated to preserving and telling that history for generations. And we are partnering with the museum to really have a host of events and activities during 2023, the 50th anniversary of hip hop. So with that, I'd like to introduce our next speaker who had the vision for the Universal Hip Hop Museum, Mr. Rocky Bucano.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor Wright, and thank you, Mayor Adams, for inviting the hip-hop culture to your home, your house. Listen, 50 years of hip-hop history. New York City is the only city in the country that can actually claim 50 years of hip-hop history. The Universal Hip Hop Museum is dedicated to the preservation and celebration of hip-hop history and culture, past, present, and future. And I'm just so thankful that we have a strong representation from all the pioneers, the practitioners that have made this culture the most important art form in the entire world. Starting with my boy over here, my brother Grandmaster Flash. He and I used to do the parks back in the day, but and then the formation of the Zulu Nation. Give it up for the Zulu Nation too. And all of the men and women here, Roxanne, they have given so much to make this culture what it is today. They have been true ambassadors of hip-hop. Started from the streets, and here they are, a multi-billion-dollar industry, founded by brown and black brothers and sisters, and now embraced by every racial background and ethnicity in the entire world. You can't go anywhere in the world and not experience hip-hop. So I'm just so proud that the city of New York and the state of New York have given their support to the Universal Hip Hop Museum. We will open in 2024, and it will be the greatest celebration in 2023 to really demonstrate how hip-hop has touched every part of today's society. We want to empower and uplift our communities using hip-hop. We want to show truth to power in our storytelling. And we want to bring people together. Hip-hop is about unity. It's not about creating this diverse, friction between each other. We want to make sure that we are all united with hip-hop and the hip-hop people that you see behind me. So without further ado, I'm going to pass the mic to...
pass the mic.
to my sister over here, Roxanne Shante.
A little out of order.
Okay.
Because I have a special introduction for Roxanne Shante. You got a special introduction for her. But before her, we actually want to turn it over to Ralph McDaniels, one of the fathers of this movement and a key leader in our partnership.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor Wright. Thank you, Mayor Adams, for allowing us to come into City Hall and have this amazing announcement about hip-hop's 50th anniversary next year in 2023. It's been a long time coming. We are super happy to have all these entertainers here, but I'm here to talk a little bit about some of the educational facilities that'll be involved, from all the libraries in New York City to the museums. All educational facilities will be involved in this because I think it's important. Hip-hop uses the most words out of any genre of music, and I think it's important that our young people know how to use those words and make them work for them so they can go further. So just so you know, education is the fifth element of hip-hop, and that will be represented in this celebration as well.
Thank you. The founder and creator of the Video Music Box. So now we are going to hear from the legends that created it, that started it. And of course, with a woman-led administration like we have here at Eric Adams, it's going to be ladies first. So with that, I want to introduce Roxanne Shante.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor. Thank you, Mayor, for having us here. It is definitely an honor. When they first approached me and told me, like, listen, what we're going to do is we are going to do 50 events, 50 days celebrating 50 years of hip-hop, I was like, that's a lot of 50s. But I am honored to be able to participate, knowing that, seeing the spin that has been taken with New York City, and knowing that we're getting ready to celebrate something like hip-hop here in New York City, where it was, you know, a lot of people want to debate whether it was created here or not, but where we have perfected it. Don't you agree? Absolutely. So because of that, and also having the Universal Hip Hop Museum, I am looking forward to participating in these 50 events. So I'm telling everybody, listen, let's all get excited. Let's all get ready, because next year we will be celebrating hip hop's birthday. So we will be 50 places doing 50 things with over 50 people, and we hope to see 50 million. Please believe it.
Thank you so much. And next up, he goes by the name of the unforgettable name of the man they call Master G. Where is he? I tried.
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? I am the M-A-S, the T-E-R, the G with a double E. And I am truly, truly, truly honored to be here in New York City with the mayor, with all of this hip-hop love, all this hip-hop excitement. You know, when I was in the studio cutting Rapper's Delight, there was no way on the planet Earth that I thought that I'd be sitting here in City Hall with the mayor and all of this. And so the fact that we are 50 years, the fact that we're going to do this celebration, the fact that we're here with so many incredible individuals, I mean, this is just so profoundly, phenomenally wonderful, and I thank you to everybody that's been a part of it, all the places that we've been in the world. You know, that's the other crazy thing. I mean, I've been, you know, Singapore and, you know, Russia and all these different places doing this thing, and this thing has been some kind of wonderful. So thank you so much. Thank you, Mayor. And, yo, it's good to see everybody, and I appreciate y'all, man. Let's make this 50 happen.
And as Master G said, hip-hop has changed the world, but started right here in New York City. And next up, we have our hip-hop mayor. He didn't tell me we were wearing outfits. Eric Adams.
Oh, man, you know, as I moved throughout the city, people try to figure out, you know, who am I? And you go back and you look at when these brothers and sisters were starting this amazing genre of music, no one wanted it. It was denied, it was bastardized, you could not see it anywhere, and it was even criminalized. But they pushed ahead. They pushed ahead, and they were just bold enough to be true to their arts and their crafts. And, you know, when you see here, you know, I remember running home, rushing to see Video Music Box. You know, Ralph and I went to high school together. And he had that vision of allowing, when other stations did not want the artists to perform. Ralph McDaniels laid the platform and turned it into a conversation. And when you look at, Eric B. Eric B. When I started running for mayor, I sat down with Eric B. And Eric B., who has also helped Governor Murphy during his run for governor. And so what we're saying in Hip Hop is 50 is that hip hop has grown up in a manner that they're not going to be exploited. Many of these legends, as we embrace some of the new artists that are coming on board, they're respecting the legends who participated in the birth of hip hop. And now we must make sure that that 50 million that we are going to raise in the product and all that we produce from the Hip Hop Museum, all of that goes to those legends who were here and who paved the way and allowed this industry to move forward. So as we talk about education in school, as we talk about the products that are going to be sold, we're looking at the economics of hip hop. And we're saying to the legends, you have a right that you invested in something, and so now you should receive the equity that came forward from your investment. You should receive that. And to you, and to the legends, I say this over and over again, don't discount yourselves. Don't discount yourselves. We have Sheena Wright, deputy mayor. That's a hip-hop child. You have David Banks, the chancellor. That's a hip-hop child. Those who are running, Hakeem Jeffries, hip-hop child. Jamani Williams, Letitia James. We listened to your beats and your words, and that it became our energy. I started my day with Fight the Power, Fight the Power. I sat down with KRS-One when he wrote the tune Black Cops. I could just think of all those tunes that while I was studying my exams, before I studied my exam for sergeant, lieutenant, or captain, I would listen to the hip-hop sounds, and that gave me the energy that I have. Let's be clear. My story is your story.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
My story is your story. Dyslexic, arrested, rejected, now I'm elected. And so, hidden in this moment, this celebratory moment, celebrate the fact that you made me mayor. What your lyrics poured into me gave me the inspiration. You told the story. You made me unafraid to tell my story because you were unafraid to tell our story. Wow. And because you were unafraid, I was unafraid as I went throughout this city, said, this is who I am. And you know what happened? People took me for who I am. So we have a message out there to those young people on Rikers Island right now. You can say your mayor was arrested so you can move forward. Those young people who are in homeless shelters, you can say your mayor lived on the verge of homeless. Those who are struggling in school that are learning disability, your mayor has a learning disability. Those who said that you would be rejected, your mayor was rejected. So this is our moment. This is our moment. And nothing is going to get in our way in accomplishing this. So happy birthday to hip hop. Hip hop turning 50. We're going to have a celebratory party like we never witnessed before. The birth of hip hop is here in New York City, and we're going to celebrate that birth throughout this entire city and go into venues that historically denied your right to be there. And so from Mano to all of you who are here today, I want to say thank you. All I know is we started from the bottom. Now we're here. Thank you. Any questions for any of the artists that are here? Slick Rick. Oh, come on, Slick Rick. Come on up here, brother. Come on. He wasn't shut down. We got a big
All right. I ain't gonna say too much. What up, Mayor? What up, kid? Good? That's how we talk, you know? That's the lingo, that's the $1 billion talk, you know what I mean, kid? Spreading all across the planet, like the way we talk, you know what I'm saying, kid? And yeah, love politicians, love family, love everybody. Melting pot, it's us, America. We the melting pot, you know, we're gonna fix all that, you know? All across the place, you know? Fix that spirit that's trying to, you know, all that, you know? And then raise those kids like parenthood, you know? Yeah. So it's called dismantle and then parenthood, the kids, the white kids type, you know? That's right. All right, that's it for me. Love.
Mayor Adams. It's been 49 years for me. I can remember times when it was absolutely nothing. No computers, no social media, no technology, just double copies of vinyl. It has been said, words and music. I flip it and I say music and words because you cannot rhyme on nothing. I came up with a system called the quick mix theory. It enabled me to extract a particular area of a song and repeat it and make a bed of music for human beings to speak on. This particular bed of music was in service of the rapper and the breakdancer. I did this 49 years ago. Today, they call it rap. I've been called a legend. A lot of times, legends die young. A lot of times, legends don't get a chance to see what they've done in full fruition. And I'm talking to all the hip-hoppers there and all the hip-hoppers around the world. I want to say thank you, because when I did this, this thing could have been a hell no. Thank God the beat was in service, and the rapper told their stories, and the breakdancers did their dance. It's a blessing to be here to see this. I want to say to Kool Herc, thank you for that first party. There's other name I might not be allowed to say, but I must say to Africa Bambaataa. That's right. What would hip-hop be without the beatbox, the turntables, the microphone, and the parks? We did this for absolutely nothing.
Word up. Word up.
And now it is unarguably the biggest music on planet Earth. And I want to say, thank God we here.
Thank you all so much. And we're going to do a group photo, and we have many of our commissioners here from Parks, Education, NYCHA, who will all be involved in the celebration as well. So we're going to do a picture.
Yes, right. Okay, okay. Cut the check, baby.
good. Absolutely.
Let me show you. That's doing ballet as a kid.